So formation lap is complete here at Monza. It's very hot, track temperatures up and around 40 centigrade, air temperature 30 degrees. And the GP3 drivers getting plenty of heat into their Pirelli tyres. It's the hard tyre here in Monza, and that is our championship leader, Facu Regalia. What a embarrassing moment for the Argentine. He spun on the formation lap. It hasn't cost him. Well, Daniel Kvyat looks as though he's over his grid box. That is Brit Josh Webster in the Status Grand Prix car, parked on the outside of the track at the Parabolica. That looks as though it's a car failure, but nevertheless, the rest of the grid line up here at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Watch for the green flag at the back of the grid. Then we'll have 5 lights. The engine revs build. And we are go at Monza. It's a very good start from Daniel Kvyat. His teammate Viso Yu getting swamped by Theo Elinas and Carlos Sainz. Connor Daly very quick away in the ART machine on the right-hand side of your screen. They break down into the Rettifilio, and that is a calamitous mistake. Dino Zamparelli, I think that is, has come from a long way back and hit his teammate Theo Elinas. The unthinkable has happened at turn 1. Championship contender Theo Elinas is out, and it's his teammate that has hit him. The rest of the grid managed to make it through, and that's Connor Daly with a right front puncher into the Della Roggia. Another championship contender out, so 2 championship contenders gone in 2 corners. Daniel Kvyat still leads into the first Lesmo, but it's an absolute disaster here for Connor Daly and Theo Elinas. Nick Yellowly picking up the pieces in the Carlin machine with his teammate and super sub Alexander Sims tucked up behind him as they head up to the Variante Ascari. Very quick entry here on board with Carlos Sainz Jr. looking to pick up places. That is Kevin Corjus, or that's Ario Vainio coming from the back of the grid, and that is because Carlos Sainz Jr. got spun around in that incident at turn 1 at the Rettifilio. So more bad luck for the Spaniard. It just hasn't gone his way. Plenty of pace taken out by Jack Harvey at Spa-Francorchamps 2 weeks ago, and again into turn 1. Carlos Sainz Jr. spun around through no fault of his own. So Kvyat leads from Nick Yellowly. Alexander Sims tucked up. That is your top 3. We're looking further down the field, and it looks as though that's a battle with Fontana and one of the ART cars, Jack Harvey, and Corjus just getting it all a little bit wrong into the Rettifilio. Through the Curva Grande, that is Jack Harvey and Patrick Niederhauser in the Yenza car. And Jack Harvey looking for a way past. Niederhauser thinking better of it, having to get out of the throttle. Kevin Corjus lives to fight another day. That's the Kreinen car in front of that 3-car train. Robert Viso Yu out of his car. Pole, front row sitter, sorry, alongside our poleman, Daniel Kvyat. There he is on the left-hand side of your screen, very slow away. Sims and Sainz trying to swamp it up. Theo Elinas very quick as well as Connor Daly on your right-hand screen in the white and red car. But Kvyat very quick away from pole. Look at Zamparelli coming across the grass now, harpoons into the side of his Marussia teammate Theo Elinas, one of the main championship contenders, taken out in turn 1 by his teammate. And Zamparelli will have a lot of questions to answer there. He will not be a popular man in the Marussia garage. Now we're on board with Carlos Sainz. He's putting Elinas under pressure. Very good start from the Spaniard. Watch him get clobbered now. That's Elinas that hits him, who in turn has been hit by Zamparelli and Carlos Sainz Jr. A great little donut to get facing the right direction. No consolation for the Spaniard. That is Elinas. He's just tapped the Red Bull car of Carlos Sainz Jr. And Zamparelli, car number 16, innocuously sitting in the middle of the Rettifidio, having caused all of that carnage. No doubt the stewards will have something to say to the young Brit. He's not a dirty driver, but nevertheless, you cannot do things like that. And it has affected the championship fight in dramatic fashion here at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. We're looking at the battle between Kevin Corjus and Lewis Williamson. That's car number 28 there. And Lewis Williamson in the 20 car, the Bamboo Engineering car, tucked up behind. That's Connor Daly, who went straight on with a right front puncher at the Della Roggia, having been involved in that incident at the first corner. He's out and in the pit lane. More action down into the Rettifidio. What are we looking at here? That is, well, Varnio's got it very wrong. Jimmy Eriksson already under control, moving through the polystyrene bollards at the first corner. Mario Varnio on the grass, out of control, but nevertheless managing to keep it out the wall. He lives to fight another day. Corjus now under pressure from Williamson. On board with car number 24, that is David Fumanelli. We have yellow flags down at turn 1, or we should do. And he is putting a pass on Jimmy Eriksson. There's no yellow flags down at turn 1. I do apologise. That's somewhere else on the circuit. And it gets worse for Carmen Jorda as we see a great move by Fumanelli. As Carmen Jorda now is out. And that is Fontana, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. So Silva, wingless. He's lost his front wing, the Carlin man. And that is Gomez going through. So is that down into turn 1? Let's have a replay of this. So this is on the exit of the Parabolica. That is definitely one of the Trident racing cars. And this is how Silva has lost his front wing. Yeah, it's just, it's all got a bit clumsy. The concertina effect down into the Rettifidio. A whole host of cars trying to get through, and he's just misjudged that and ramped up into the back of Cullen by the looks of things. So we're going to go for a commercial break. There's plenty of action still to come here from Monza. Make sure you join us. Welcome back to the Autodromo Nazionale Monza and round 7 of the 2013 GP3 series. We've seen plenty of action in the opening laps, and it's hotting up again at the front. Daniel Kvyat leads from Nick Yelloly, but you're looking at the battle for third between Sims, Regalia, Corjus, Williamson, and, well, that's Kujala, is it? No, that is, well, it's difficult to see because we seem to have lost the car there. Where's Jack Harvey? I'm not too sure because that graphic doesn't add up. This is Jack Harvey's teammate, Facu Regalia, putting a move on Alexander Sims into the Della Roggia. Sims now going backwards and under pressure from Williamson. A very good move from the Bamboo Engineering driver around the outside of the first Lesmo. Now it is Corjus who is putting, yeah, is that Corjus putting Alexander Sims under pressure? I'm pretty sure it is in the Karainen GP car. That's Nick Yelloly, your second place man. Facu Regalia, the championship leader, looking strong again. That's Jack Harvey. And now this is Kujala in the 26 Karainen GP car. Kvyat leads, a comfortable lead over the Carlin Motorsport man. Nick Yelloly, Facu Regalia, the Argentine. There's Lewis Williamson, Alexander Sims in the blue car with Let's Race on his engine cover. Heading through the Parabolica. Very, very fast, these GP3 cars in 2013. 7 seconds faster than the 2012 car around this track. That's the biggest margin we've seen. And that's a very disappointed Connor Daly, the American, out of this race through no fault of his own, and he has to feel aggrieved because it was a big mistake from Dino Zamparelli into the Rettifidio on that one that led to Theo Elinas and Conor Daly dropping out of this race. 2 championship contenders out in the first 2 corners here at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, and they're going to have to come from the back in tomorrow morning's race, and expect that to be spectacular if today's anything to go by. 12 laps completed, and that is Patrick Niederhauser, who had an incredibly strong start to this year. 2 podiums at Barcelona round 1, race 1 and 2 of our 2013 campaign, and since then has not visited the podium at all. In fact, far from it. Struggled even to get into the top 10 as Patrick Niederhauser, and he was a driver that I really thought was going to go and challenge for this fight. That's the silver, getting